welcome everybody to this FESPA interview. My name is Michael Ryan. I'm Head of Global Development and FESPA Global Print Expo at FESPA. And Rich Thompson from Ad Graphics is joining me all the way from Florida in the USA. Rich, I've known for many, many years. A little bit of a background about Rich as well is that in 2012, he was inducted to the FESPA Hall of Fame, which was a fabulous occasion. 10 years ago now, Rich, you've been a member of the FESPA Hall of Fame. And
wow, it seems like yesterday.
And it's just great to see you again. So it's just great to have these opportunities to talk as we all get set to join everybody once again in the industry at Berlin. I know everybody's excited. And Rich, I know you're coming to Berlin, so really, really looking forward to seeing you face to face once again. So tell us a little bit about Ad Graphics.
So Mike, great seeing you again. Yes, I can't believe it's been 10 years since I was inducted into the FESPA Hall of Fame. That was one of the feathers in my cap that I'm so very proud of. So I appreciate you remembering that, and I have it hanging on my wall here. It was an exciting moment for us here at Ad Graphics. Ad Graphics, we're a large format digital printer. We have been that since the early 90s. We celebrated 30 years anniversary this year. So we made it.
Fabulous, congratulations.
Yeah.
And I see you are the leader in car wraps.
Well,
if I look at your website.
Never believe what you read on.
And I know that from history. I know that what I always find remarkable about our specialty printing industry is how inspirational people like yourself have worked with manufacturers in the past. So tell me a little bit about that start with 3M.
We did. 30 years ago, we went to a trade show, and 3M had a machine that was called a Scotch print machine, and we were fascinated. What are we going to do with this little machine? And at the time, large format, was 34 inches, 86 centimeters. That was it. That was as large as we could go. And we were going to take that and we were going to rule the world in large format printing with this 86 centimeter machine and just, conquer all. And it's, as you know, it's been a long time since then. A lot of machines have come and gone, and the industry and technology has changed a lot.
It's incredible. I know, and we're looking forward. Like, the one thing which everybody is looking forward to about Berlin is that everything is brand new. So when you come to the show, everything that you see, you might have seen it online, you might have seen images, but I know that every manufacturer is just looking forward to showcasing their innovations, what they have for the industry. Now, let's first of all kick off by the last couple of years. Of course, the onset of the pandemic, especially for printing companies, it was very, very difficult at the very start when we were all on lockdown. So how has that been for you, and literally, how did you manage to keep your business on track?
So great question. COVID was devastating to us. As you mentioned earlier, I'm in the state of Florida. The number one economic driver in the state of Florida is tourism. Tourism drives our economy more than anything else. Theme parks like Universal Studios, SeaWorld, Disney, cruise ships, cruise lines, trade shows, sporting events, concerts, beaches. We have miles and miles and miles of beaches. Nobody was coming to Florida. The theme parks were closed down. There was no business to be had. We were off about 80%. That's 80% in our business. It took a big toll on us. The largest employer in the state of Florida is Disney. And Walt Disney furloughed in one single day over 70,000 people. In one single day, 70,000 people. And you don't just take that many people out of the... And that was just Disney. That wasn't... Think of all the other businesses that also...
Of course, that has an impact on everything else.
It's a trickle-down effect. So the service industry and the restaurants and all the things those people supported, all the economies and the businesses that those people supported also were devastated. What were we going to do? I was at this crossroads in my life and my career and my business, and how are we going to pay the bills and how are we going to manage this? So we did like what a lot of people did. We made face masks. We made plastic shield dividers. We printed untold thousands and tens of thousands of floor stickers to stay apart. I think in our 30-year history, we probably printed more floor stickers in 3 months than we did in 30 years previously. But that was not sustainable. That wasn't going to get us anywhere. All the things we did. We tried antibacterial fabrics. We did antibacterial substrates. We even made a special aluminum for hospitals, for their signage inside hospitals. But again, none of those were going to take us into the future. It was all just stopgap measures to get us through what we thought was going to be flatten the curve. Oh, just wait a little bit. Give us 30 days. 30 days becomes 90 days.
Exactly, because as you as a printer, you have to have the itinerary, you have to have stock in place. You're looking to the future. You're planning for the next 6 months, if not a year.
Yeah. So that was and I thought to myself, what technology? What's going to get me through this? How am I going to survive all of this? And I decided it was people. I was going to go and I was going to invest in my people. I was going to train them because I knew deep down when this was all through, when we came to the end of it, the most important asset I had was going to be my people. I had to make sure they were
staff, keeping them. Yes.
I wanted to make sure they were happy and willing and able and had a great attitude when we came out of all of this. And that's paid dividends. As you know, there's been labor shortages. I don't know if you know that or not, but there's...
Of course, yeah.
Besides the supply chain issues and material issues, labor's been a big shortage for us.
Yeah, and not everybody wants to be a printer.
No.
When it comes to the day. But it's good. But no, that's important because I know, for example, in terms of your certification, so you've been able to pass that training on. I think everybody, like speaking to printers across the world, it was one of those things which they did. They said, okay, let's invest in the team. Let's get ready. And of course now your order book is full. I can imagine everything is happening. All the events are taking place. Everything's happening once again. Was the Super Bowl, that was in Florida?
Yeah, it wasn't. The last couple of years it's been here. So, that was a big nice job to be the official sign company for the Super Bowl when it was in Miami, Florida. The biggest, I don't know, is the Super Bowl bigger than the World Cup when it comes to sporting events? I think it's close. Not even close.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, but maybe because, the World Cup is coming to the USA in 2026, so... and David Beckham is in Miami with his Inter Miami football team, so you never know, But I wouldn't say that. But no, fabulous work. I can imagine, like in terms of the printing, the scale. If you look at a big event like event branding, like the Super Bowl, what are you printing? What are you doing there as the official provider?
Everything from. When people come to the airports, we do branding at the airports. When people go to the hotels, we do branding at the hotels. When people get on the trains and the buses, the mass transit, we do branding on that. When people go to the stadium, you'll see graphics around the stadium. There's events that pop up all around town. Everybody has their events, and they have guests, and they have their VIPs. So, and it comes from sometimes where you least expect it. You never know when someone's going to show up and say, hey, I'm going to be at the Super Bowl. Can you wrap my yacht? Can you wrap my boat? Because obviously we have a lot of boats in Florida as well. Fabulous.
Yes, I've seen some of those projects that you've done from the boats, which is incredible. In the last couple of years as well, of course, when you look at what's happened, when you look at the trajectory, what trends are you seeing and what trends are you seeing? Because interior decor, from our perspective, interior decor is one of those trends which is really picking up. Are you seeing this as well in the States?
We're seeing quite a bit of wall murals and interior decorating. So during this time, when cruise ships were not cruising, when hotels were not, packed with guests, we got called on by a lot of interior designers and decorators to refurbish things. So we were at the cruise ship terminals inside the boats. Yep. Redecorating, rewrapping, putting graphics around, freshening them up because there was a short time frame where they thought, well, this is the time we're in port. Let's do this. Let's make a difference. And besides just doing the inside of boats, we actually wrapped a lighthouse, the whole outside of a building, a round lighthouse. That if you ever take a boat to the Bahamas, look for a large lighthouse that's wrapped with fish and all kinds of beautiful Guy Harvey graphics. Yep.
We'll be announcing in Berlin. We'll be announcing the FESPA Awards for 2023. So make sure you get that into one of the categories, okay?
Yeah.
So I can certainly see. I could certainly see that those jobs and everybody getting ready. That's really kept your business on track as we come out now of the pandemic.
Yes, it has. It has. Yeah, and speaking of FESPA, is there going to be a gala at FESPA, Michael? I would love to attend that. I have not seen that. I went to the website.
Rich, yes, you're. I've just seen the logos today. Okay, and okay, this is an exclusive to you. On the Thursday night, which is the 2nd of June, FESPA will be celebrating 60 years of the association. So that's going to be incredible. That's going to be a fabulous event, a location in Berlin. Tickets will be available, I would say, from, whatever we were, the 10th of May today. So I think the online registration is going to go live next week. So from mid-May, you'll be able to book your tickets for the gala night as well. And it'll be a real pleasure to have a beer with you once again.
Very good, especially in Germany, the best place to have beer, right?
Exactly, it's just one of those locations where I've been lucky that I've been able to travel a lot over the last couple of months, which has been fabulous to go back to Italy and France and Germany. But yeah, everybody is so excited and the buzz about FESPA coming up as well, which is good. One thing which I know is a passion of yours is the technologies. Now, what are you seeing are in addition to the trends, what is exciting you that new is coming to the marketplace in terms of innovations?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So I invested so much in my people during COVID. I asked them, I go, what can we do to help make your jobs better? What are you looking for? What can we do to help our company? And more than anything, what came back to me was automation.
Yep.
Automation. Not just automation and hardware, but in the beginning, software. We need to find and develop better software, from customer service entry to estimating to job processing to job tracking to pre-press to production to finishing. Software and automation is really important. And then past that, automation in production, in printing, in finishing. Finishing has been great. Some of the stuff that we've seen. And I learned a lot from FESPA. I see a lot of things in Europe that I don't see here in the States. There's a different culture there. There's a different mindset. There's things there that wonderful takeaways that I always come away from when I go to FESPA. One of the things I tell myself about FESPA is FESPA is an important idea for me to gather events, and as part of that, it's networking with my colleagues. I love to network with my colleagues. I learn so much from people when I travel the world and see what they're doing. It's a lifestyle. Networking is a lifestyle, and FESPA is a part of my lifestyle.
And thank you so much for those kind words. There is a lot of collaboration, and what I've seen, I totally agree with you in terms of automation. It's one of the trends which I've identified at FESPA. It's that whole process, because your customer has changed, Rich. You know your customer and how they order material, or how they order jobs from you. It's changed. They'll send you an email. They may do a reorder. So all of that has changed. You'll see a lot of that in Berlin from companies, for example, like One Vision, like Print Factory, Caldera, for example. The real focus is on automation. Durst, for example, which you may know from the super wide format machines, automation is one of their main goals and one of the main communications they will have in Berlin. And then together you have the whole chain. You see all the finishing companies, because of course the printers are getting faster. Finishing needs to keep up with that. And it's great to see the manufacturers talking to each other. Even for us, when we're planning FESPA, we're actually planning live production workshops, because people say, I need to be here, I need to be there. We need to be able to take that roll of materials off that machine. So you're going to be in for a treat when you come to Berlin, which will be great. Is there a dream piece of kit that you still haven't seen yet? Thinking back to that first time when you were with 3M and you saw the Scotch color, is that dream piece of kit still out there?
You don't know. I liken it to my wife when she goes shopping. She doesn't know what she's looking for, but as soon as she sees it, she knows it. So when I come kick the tires at FESPA, I'm not always sure what I'm looking for, but when I see it, I'll know it. And any woman will appreciate those comments.
Of course, and any printer as well, because every printer understands that and they relate to that in terms of those ones. Have you as a company, in terms of web to print, is that an area, of course, the ordering, print on demand, for example, the trends of print on demand and e-commerce, is this something now which is driving growth in your company?
It has been driving it some, but not as much as it has been with other people. We still are a very high-touch business. We pride ourselves in high-touch, attention to detail, holding the customer's hand a lot to drive our revenues.
It'll be a little bit of time before people can start to, if they have their Ford Mustang, to be able to order their templates and print everything and just say, that's how my car is going to look. So that's the dream. And I think, Rich, in literally about a year's time, people are going to be doing that. So you better get ready.
I do have a customer who wants to install his own graphics. Good luck with that.
Exactly. We've got the Rap Masters again in Berlin. So that's been really well received. So that'll be in Hall 25 in Berlin. Club FESPA will be in Hall 25 as well. But it's great to see the industry coming back together again, which is fantastic. Rich, thank you so much for joining us. It's been great to see you again. My colleague Duncan sends his regards. He wants to see you on a golf course again soon. So I imagine that not just training your staff, you've also been playing a lot of golf in over the last couple of years.
That's one of the things that stayed open were golf courses. So fortunately or unfortunately, I have been able to work on my golf game a little bit. Don't tell Duncan though, because I don't want him to
I will not say a word. I will not say a word. Rich Thompson from Ad Graphics, thank you so much for joining FESPA, and we look forward to seeing you in Berlin.
Very good. Looking forward to it.
We look forward to welcoming the printing community back to FESPA Global Print Expo and European Sign Expo from the 31st of May until the 3rd of June. If you're joining us in Berlin, don't forget to check out the 8 halls that we have full of innovative materials, the latest printing technologies for digital textile printing, wide format printing, screen printing. Enjoy the industry as we all come together and experience print in motion.